Number 1. Stop, drop, and panic. You're on fire. Literally. Flames are licking your arms, your eyebrows are making a dramatic exit, and suddenly, your brain plays a little PSA from 3rd grade. Stop, drop, and roll. Which sounds great in theory, until you realize you're in a kitchen, on tile, near a gas stove, and your shirt is polyester. You drop, you roll. The flames don't care. They're still there. And now you're roasting your spine like a human marshmallow. The stop, drop, and roll method was designed for small clothing fires, like when your sleeve brushes a candle, not when you're turning into a walking bonfire. But for decades, schools taught it like it was the universal cheat code for any fire situation. Whole body inferno? No worries, just do the floor dance. Meanwhile, actual experts recommend way more. Get the flames smothered with a thick blanket, don't run, oxygen is fire's protein shake, and call emergency services immediately. The floor routine? It helps if a tiny patch of your sweater catches fire, not if you're starring in a spontaneous combustion documentary. So yeah, stop, drop, and roll isn't a lie exactly. It's just kind of like duct tape for surgery. It might help, but you probably need a real doctor. Number 2. Tilt your head back. Nosebleed edition. Let's set the scene. You're gushing blood like a haunted faucet. Someone shouts, "Quick, tilt your head back!" And you do, because you don't want to be the person who bleeds on the rug. Congratulations! You've just sent a lovely stream of blood directly down your throat. Tastes like copper. Feels like panic. This head back thing is one of the most confidently delivered, completely incorrect medical tips of all time. It's like the flat earth of nosebleed advice. Doctors now say you should actually lean forward, pinch your nose, and let gravity do the cleanup crew. Tilting back just reroutes the mess into your stomach, which may or may not result in vomiting later. Spoiler, it will. The original advice came from a very smart-sounding place. Keep the blood from making a mess. But turns out your lungs and digestive system aren't super into slurping blood like a goth milkshake. Moral of the story? Forward and pinch. Or be the person throwing up blood on their favorite hoodie. Your call. Number 3. Pee on it. You're at the beach. You step on something. Ow. Pain. Sting. Someone yells, "It's a jellyfish, quick, pee on it." And just like that, you're standing in the surf, rethinking every life choice that led you to this exact moment where someone is offering to urinate on your leg in the name of science. But here's the thing, peeing on a jellyfish sting doesn't help. It can actually make it worse. Turns out that urine isn't some magical ocean antidote. Depending on its chemical makeup, yeah, your pee has chemistry now, it can cause the stinging cells, called nematocysts, to fire off even more venom. So congrats, you just upgraded your sting to extra crispy. What actually works? Vinegar. Or hot water. Or scraping the stingers off with a credit card like your leg is overdue on payments. Basically, anything but the weird bathroom improv everyone swears by. But pop culture wouldn't let this one die. Thanks to TV shows, looking at you, friends, the pee cure became the most confidently delivered nonsense on every beach. So now we have thousands of people treating jellyfish injuries like a frat house science experiment. Moral: don't turn your vacation into a public urinal, unless humiliation is your preferred painkiller. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. Number 4. Sugar cures. Hiccups. You hiccup once, then twice. You try holding your breath, drinking water upside down, spinning in a circle while humming the national anthem. Finally, someone says, "Just eat a spoonful of sugar." Great. Now you're hiccuping and chewing dry sugar like a confused raccoon. The idea that sugar shocks the vagus nerve into submission has been floating around forever. But real studies? Mixed at best. In fact, most hiccup cures work because they distract you. or make your body panic just enough to reset its rhythm. Which means sugar is about as scientifically sound as telling someone to clap really loud and believe in themselves. Some researchers think holding your breath actually does the trick, something about changing your carbon dioxide levels and interrupting your diaphragm spasm party. Others swear by drinking water through a paper towel because your body loves a pointless challenge apparently. But sugar? That's mostly placebo sprinkled with childhood nostalgia. You're not curing hiccups. You're just stress eating while your diaphragm throws a rave. So next time someone hands you a spoonful of sugar, feel free to respond with a polite hiccup and a slow, sarcastic blink. Number 5. Touch nothing. During lightning, the soothing sound of thunder and the flash of lightning. Nature's way of saying, you are not in charge here. Cue the safety lecture. Don't touch metal, don't shower, don't use the phone, and definitely don't move. Basically, turn into a motionless blob and hope Zeus spares you. Here's the weird truth. It's not about the metal. It's about conductivity and where you are. Being inside a car, safe, not because of the rubber tires, another myth, but because of the metal shell acting like a Faraday cage, directing electricity around you. But standing next to a metal pole outside? Yeah, that's a one-way ticket to Crispy Town. And yes, lightning can travel through pipes, so showering during a storm is like auditioning for a lightning-themed horror movie. Even corded phones? Still dangerous if your house gets struck and that electricity rides the lines like a demon surfer. And here's a fun extra. Lightning can jump, like sideways, from trees, from fences, from random air. So basically your best bet? Stay inside, away from windows, and embrace your temporary life as an unplugged couch potato. But hey, if you feel your hair standing up outside, that's not wind. That's nature whispering, you've got 5 seconds to regret everything. Number 6. If they're asleep, let them be. Let's imagine a scene. Your friend passes out at a party. You're concerned, but someone shrugs and says, they just need to sleep it off. And now everyone's nodding like they're on a medical drama. Nobody touches them. Nobody checks them. They just toss a throw blanket on the body like it's fine furniture. Huge mistake. Letting someone sleep it off after heavy drinking, or possible head trauma, is not just wrong, it's potentially fatal. Alcohol poisoning can shut down critical systems, and people can literally choke to death on their own vomit while everyone else is arguing over pizza toppings. There's this comforting myth that sleep is the universal fix. But if someone is unconscious, that's not a nap. That's their body saying, Mayday. You need to check their breathing, roll them onto their side, recovery position, baby, and here's the bold part, call for help. Because not wanting to cause drama is not a valid reason to let someone die on a beanbag chair. And yes, they might be super annoyed at you later. That's good. That means they're alive to yell at you. So, no, don't let them just sleep. This isn't a hangover. It's biology in distress mode. And you are the emergency contact now. Number 7, you'll lose heat through your head. Remember being a kid and some adult yelling, put on a hat or you'll freeze to death. As if your scalp was secretly a chimney. The idea was that 70% of your body heat escapes through your head, which if true would make bald people walking radiators. Spoiler, it's not true. It was never true. It's just really good propaganda from the beanie industrial complex. The myth started with a badly interpreted military study from the 1950s, where soldiers were tested in cold environments, while wearing full body suits but no hats. Surprise, the heat escaped from the only exposed area. That's not science, that's a logic facepalm. In reality, heat escapes from any exposed part of your body. Hands, arms, legs, ears, elbows. If you were naked in the snow, your head would be about equal to the rest in heat loss. So yeah, wear a hat if it's cold, but don't act like your forehead is some heat-leaking death trap. The real danger, not layering your whole body properly. and thinking a fuzzy beanie is going to save you while you're wearing ankle socks and a crop top in a blizzard. So the next time someone insists you're losing all your warmth through your skull, feel free to say, "Actually, Karen, I'm leaking evenly like a sad little radiator." Number 8. Sucking out snake venom. You're in the wild. Your friend gets bit. Your brain goes full action movie mode. You pounce in, slice the bite open, and try to suck the venom out like some kind of DIY lifesaver with a hero complex. Congratulations. You've just made it worse. Despite what every cowboy movie and survival drama has taught you, sucking out venom does not work. In fact, it spreads the venom faster, damages tissue, and puts your own mouth at risk, especially if you've got cuts or sores. Also, who doesn't have a microcut in their mouth? It's like kissing a cactus every time you eat chips. Venom doesn't just sit there politely under the skin waiting to be vacuumed out. It starts moving through your lymphatic system almost immediately. So unless you've got superpowers and a chemistry lab in your jaw, you're just adding saliva to a serious problem. The real first aid? Keep the bitten limb still and below the heart. Call for emergency help. Maybe apply a pressure bandage if you've been trained. But please, no cutting, no sucking, and definitely no yelling, "I saw this on YouTube." Snake venom isn't tea. Don't treat it like you're making an extraction. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.